All of a sudden I looked at him and said, "What is that sound?" And he said, "It sounds like it's raining in the house." We looked down and water was coming through the walls, Burgess said. That was about 4:30 a.m. By 5:15 a.m., Burgess and her 19-year-old son were clinging to a large tree in their front yard, holding on for an hour. The water had risen so high, Burgess tiptoed to keep her head above it. They had tried to get onto the roof but were swept toward the tree instead. Mar grabbed Stella and was fighting the river's current while bracing against a shed that was on the back of his pickup truck. But the truck started to move and Mar was nearly pinned up against it. "So I let go and then I went to that telephone down there," he said, pointing to a pole several feet up the road. He'd barely let go before water slammed an SUV into the same pole. His stepson had yelled that the vehicle was headed his way. "A car started rolling towards me, so I let go again and I was about to get crushed twice," he said. The current carried him up the block and shoved him up against the wooden porch railing of a neighbor who was looking through a window with his flashlight. The neighbor pulled him and Stella, still in his arms, inside to safety. Matt Mar stands in a room in his home. Mud on the wall shows how high the water rose. Matt Mar stands in a room of the home of his partner, Aaron Burgess. Mud on the wall shows how high the water rose. Suzanne Gamboa / "I didn't think I was ever going to see him again," Burgess said. "He was whistling and I was yelling and then I no longer heard him whistling." Burgess said she clung to a tree as she prayed for her neighborhood, and for the water to go down and stop rushing. Mar and Burgess said nearly everything in their home was destroyed. They estimate the water reached 8 feet. Mud and sewage from the septic tank also filled the 2004 Infiniti M37, a car that Mar, who builds hot rods, had customized with a $7,000 engine and $5,000 rims. They had grabbed keys and flashlights, and little else, before the water broke through their door. They didn't know what, if anything, could be salvaged. But they reunited at a neighbor's home later that day with one unexpected survivor. "When the water receded, we came back and found our cat, Kiki," Burgess said. "Our cat was floating on my bed, alive.